Hello everyone. So I talked about this many times before, and it's important to continue to talk about it because our people that's supposed to represent us, our politicians, or councillors, or TDs, whoever, politicians, presidents, prime ministers, whoever that may be, a lot of them are pretty much out and out Satanists. Let's be fair; they don't believe in God. They don't believe in anything. They believe the only thing they believe in is money and power. That's their guiding principles, I suppose. They have no honesty, I suppose, in themselves. Uh, we see in Davos and the World Economic Forum evil plans of destruction, pretty much what they want to do, of just pure evil to be done. It's pure Satanism, if you ask me. Some of the plans they've come up with over there, and these are people that were elected by the people take for example our Taoiseach on Taoiseach and on Taoiseach. Supposed to be representing the people of Ireland, pretty much sowed Ireland down the river as much as humanly possible. And we see we want to take God. We all know this in societies. We see it across, and particularly in Ireland, the determined to remove the word. They hate the word God. They hate everything to do with God. They can't stand it. They want to take God out of the picture pretty much and be the deciders of their own fate. And we see throughout history, it never worked out for people that wanted to take God out of the picture pretty much and have man decide their own fate. And I know that sounds a bit weird and stuff, but it's true. If we do take God out of the picture, then what guiding principles do we have? Take for example the Ten Commandments in the Bible too. We have a guiding principle of what to follow, society, etc., etc. But obviously our politicians hate that, despise it. That that's actually some sanity, and some kind of normality, and some kind of understanding, and some kind of leadership. I suppose they hate that, despise it. They want to get rid of that. We see with the Irish system, they do everything possible to say that Catholicism is bad and all that. Don't get me wrong, priests and nuns have done things bad in this country. Nobody can deny that. But the man upstairs, let's call him that, but you know, his faith and his words in the Bible and stuff are 100% untested, I suppose, in that regard. But whatever man God's representative on earth, they have shown themselves many times to be, out and out. God knows what the word to use for them, but evil people, priests that abuse children, take for example. Nobody's denying that. Nobody will ever deny that because that's just pure evil. The work of Satanism, to be told and say. But I just want to talk about it because again, it is important that we see our politicians go for literally evil plans. We see at the moment in time in Ireland too that they just want to flood the country with everybody they can. Against the will of the people, against a majority of communities just push them in and ignore the people. Not even to mention, I know people say too compassion and stuff like that, but at the same time too, it's not right to just overwhelm your country with other people. You have to look after your own house before worrying about the rest of the world. Um, and it's good to care, of course, about other countries, and it's good to care about humanity. But at the same time, too, you have to look after your own people before you can help others. And that's the thing about it, too, is. But as we see, too, as we're just saying, with this evil plans, like our governments are pretty much not our governments anymore. They're just pretty much telling us what to do and how to do it. And that's not the way democracy should work. The government tells you what you can do and what you can't do and how you can do this and when you can do that. And it's not even our governance, it's coming from a higher authority, and it should be from a mighty God, of course, from the higher authority, what was written in the Bible, with the Ten Commandments. But no, it comes from Davos and the European Union and other groups, the Bilderberg Group, and we see Behaving Grove, etc., etc. And it shouldn't be coming from them. We shouldn't have anything to do with them. Like Satanists, like societies, and that's really what it is. And not even that too. It's just pure evil if you really look at it and hear what they're saying. In terms of what they're saying, because I'm not just going by what it's written down on paper. It's what they're saying. It's all very coincidental and stuff. But there's a lot of stuff more I could say. But what I suppose the main point I'm trying to say here, because it's kind of all over the place, is that our politicians are kind of, to be done as I say it in the nicest possible way of saying it. And it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing because I do think we should have guidanship from the Bible, Ten Commandments. But our politicians nowadays, I say in Ireland particularly, we want to take God out of the picture, and I don't think we should do that. It's simple as that. I don't think we should. Because it's never ended well in history for people that did do it before take God out of the picture and pretended that it didn't exist and that we are the leaders of our own destiny. Because the whole foundation of our, just the last point I end out with, the whole foundation of our country is built on God, it's built on Catholicism. And we see it throughout our history, revolutionary history too, at least the Rising. We see it throughout all of Irish history. Even Daniel O'Connor takes us up 250 years since his death. Just 2 days ago, he was fighting to bring, like, allow Catholics to preach openly, etc. The Protestant supremacy, I suppose, back then in Ireland, under the British, etc. But yeah, that nowadays that's all gone out the window, unfortunately. But yeah, let me know if you think, subscribe more, and bye.